Hi guys, it's Night Fear, and I've come on to do an Ollie's haul. I got a few other things, but I'm just going to show you the books that I got. I want to show you first the things I got for my son's birthday and how cheap they are. So if you have a child who's younger, who, you know, likes numbers and letters and stuff, I'll show you how cheap you can get them. I got him this one, which is my first numbers. Now he is 7, but he really likes numbers and letters, but he likes simplified things. And he's still working on his coloring and his writing, so this is perfect for him. And then we got Alphabet with Cookie Monster, which was 89 cents. We got Color and Count, which was 99 cents. And then we got Purple Turtle, My First 1,000 Words. And he's really learning how to read a lot, and so this will be helpful. And this one was $1.99. And it's real great because it has different pictures and things, and so it's very concrete on what's what and what it actually really looks like. So I figure he'll really like this. So, but anyway, those are the ones I got for him. And the reason I went to Ollie's, I actually got a 15% off coupon, or what was a flyer. And so I decided I would go, because I haven't been in a long time. So I decided I would go and get some books, of course, because, you know, as I've said several times, Ollie's is one of the best places to get books cheap. So I got this one. It's called The Quest to the Enchanted Lands by Jalee Johnson. I think this is the third book in a series. I actually think I have this one. Or maybe it's this one I have. I don't know. I can't remember. But I have one of the two. And this one was only... this one was $3.99. So this was one of the more expensive ones. But for a hardback, it's still not bad. Ooh! And I didn't even look at that. Wow, look how pretty that is. That's really pretty. Okay. Anyway, so that's one of the ones I got. Then I got... Now, some of these I get when I see them because they are cheaper. I get the maybe second in a series or third in a series, even if I don't have the first. This is one of those. I got the Merciless 2 by Danielle Vega. And this is what the first one looks like. This pink... and then I guess that's the third one. But this was only $1.99. So I was like, oh, and I've been wanting to read these. So I got that one. Then I was happy to find this one. V.C. Andrews. It's called White Fern. This is actually the sequel to My Sweet Audrina, which I own and I have read. And this one was $1.99. So that's pretty good. And My Sweet Audrina was one of the first books I read by her. I think, if I remember right, I think I read that one before I read those Flowers in the Attic books. Okay, then I was so surprised, I couldn't believe it, and this was the only one of these that they had. The Spellbook of the Lost and Found by Moria Fowley Doyle. And I have heard some good things about this, and I've wanted to read it, and I was like, oh, wow. And it was only $1.99. So I was like, oh, I have to get this one. So I'm excited about that. And then I got this one, which I've actually read half of this. I got this through... Scribd, I think I was reading it on Scribd, I think. But I only read like halfway, and this is called Small Great Things by Jodi Picoult, I think is how you pronounce her name. And this one is actually about a nurse who happens to be black. She is she works in the hospital helping deliver babies and taking care of the babies after they're born. And there is a white supremacist family who comes and says that they don't want her having anything to do with their child. And something ends up happening and the family sues her. And I got, I think, almost halfway done. And I just absolutely loved this book. And this was $3.99. And it's a hardback. I mean, it's a hardback book. So I was like, oh, you know, $3.99, and I already know that I really, ooh, pretty cover, this book, and it's, you know, hi, Christopher. Christopher's being nosy. So I was excited to find that one. Now, this next book, I know is, like the second, and I haven't read the first, and I don't know the first, but I still bought it anyway. But it's Golden Sun by Pierce Brown, and I have wanted to read Red Rising, and so I thought, what the heck? And this was only $2.99. Now, mind you guys, it's everything that I bought was 15% off. Well, the total price of everything was 15% off. So, but anyway, so I thought I'd get it and read it. Well, I mean, I'll read the first one. I'll either get it from the library or, you know, get it on script. But yeah, so. And then every once in a while, I like to read a romance. And the romances I like to read are, I guess, are considered the Regency romances, or the kind of either the English or the Scottish, you know, back in the day. But I found this one. It's called the Regency Brides collection. There is 4 different stories, and it's the First Comes Marriage, Masquerade Melody, Three Little Matchmakers, and the Gentleman Smuggler's Lady. And I thought, might as well, and especially because it was only $2.99. And it's got the deckled edges, which I love, and especially in this kind of a book. So anyway, yeah, and I like the cover too. That was real pretty. So it's a different kind of a book for me, and I just thought it sounded good. Okay, next pile. So I have been wanting to buy and read more diversely, and I saw this book and thought, okay, and it sounded good. So this is Let the Circle Be Unbroken by Mildred D. Taylor. And this is like, it seems like it's going to be I mean, it's basically a story about a family, of, you know, and I think it's in maybe the 60s or 70s, maybe. I'm not sure if it says, but it seems like that time, you know, where there's still a lot of racism and a lot of stuff going on. Oh, and I didn't even notice that it's the winner of the Coretta Scott Key Award too. So I thought, yeah, that would be a good book, and it was only $1.99 too. So I thought that was pretty awesome. And as Kaylin gets older, if she wants to read it, I thought it was a pretty good book. Then I've heard some people read this one, Jane Unlimited by Kristen Kishore. And this was the only one they had of this, and I saw it and I was like, oh, okay, well, let me try and see. Ooh, and that one's got a pretty, yeah, for some reason, I usually look at the covers when I'm in the store, but I was trying to, you know, not take all day because we had a lot of shopping to do. And this one was only $1.99. So, but yeah, so I decided I'd try it. And it says, one house, limitless possibilities. So it's like, I think she has a choice of 5 different paths she can choose, and depending on what path she chooses is the way her life is going to go. Something like that. I don't know. Like I said, I've heard people say interesting things. Then I've wanted to read the Philippa Gregory. I don't even know what it is. It's because I know there was like 2 different series, and then they combined them, and but it says from the author of The White Queen. But it's called Stormbringers, and it was $2.99. Oh, and it says Order of Darkness Book 2. And maybe this isn't the series I think it is, but it's okay. I've been wanting to read her, and for only $2.99 still, it's ooh, pretty. Pretty red. So, and she sounds like Constantinople has fallen and the world is changing beyond all recognition. okay. So this is not from that series like I thought it was, but that's okay. Like I said, I've been wanting to read her books, so, but it's okay. I own one now, so that's cool. Then, let's do these like this. This one I saw, I've never heard of this one. Never seen anybody talk about it, but it says, Please Stop Laughing at Me. One woman's inspirational story, and her name is Jodi Blanco, and it's obviously like a memoir, I think. But it's about her, and she was bullied really badly, and it's her story. And I thought, oh, it sounded really good. And it was $2.99. And I'm not sure. It doesn't really go into if there was a reason why, like, you know, if she was disfigured or if she, I mean, not that there's any reason for bullying, but, you know, it didn't say on the back, but I don't know, for some reason, I just needed to buy this, and I don't know, I'm excited about reading this one, and I don't own a lot of nonfiction either, so that's kind of cool, to have this. Then, now this is another one that I know this is not the first one, but it's okay. And this is, I think, the second one. Yeah, this is the second one. This is called Midnight Jewel by Rochelle Mead. This is the second book in the Glittering Court series. And I've wanted to read these, so it's cool. And, okay. So, yeah, and I think it's like a... I think it's like a... almost like, I'm trying to remember what maybe like a selection type book, maybe, or something like that. But anyway, I'm excited. I own that now. And then the next one is called The Serpent King. And I hope this is the right Serpent King book, because I couldn't remember who it was by. And this is Jeff Zentner, and I think it is. That I've heard people talk about this book, and they said it was amazing. But this is not the cover I have seen when people have talked about it. And this says, if you're going to live, you might as well do painful, brave, and beautiful things. And this is supposed to be about a friendship, from what I understand. But yeah, I'm excited if this is the right book, and I'm pretty sure it is. So... But yeah, so these are all, and oh, this one was only $1.99. So, and did I tell you how much this one was? This one was $1.99 also. So see, I mean, where am I going to find a brand new book for $1.99? And the thing of it is, in Ollie's, a lot of times, if you don't get the book, and several of these I only saw one of, but if you don't get the book then they sell out and they don't have any more. Because what Ollie's does is they will buy, like, say Walmart or wherever, they buy, you know, a bunch of books, and if they don't sell them, then they'll sell them to a wholesale store type, and that's what Ollie's kind of is. And so that's why I wait and get my books there, because they're brand new books. But you get them at, you know, and even some of these I get brand new books cheaper than I would at a used bookstore. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Ollie's haul. If you have an Ollie's near you, I hope you really check them out. And not just for their books. Excuse me. They also have food. They have cleaning supplies. They have all kinds of different things. Anyway, guys, please remember to always be kind to each other. And I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.